And he was like, okay, that's all right, Uncle Greg. That's all right. That's all right. I'm like, it ain't all right, man. You look really funny. Okay. So I told him, I said, let me cut the rest of it off. He said, no, 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 no. No, no,
Mm.
no.
I'm
Hey,
good.
Tyler
I'm
said,
good.
You was gonna
Tyler said,
cut his other all his eyebrow off.
dude, I cut
He's gonna
half
cut
of
the
it
rest
off
of it
too.
off.
It was a
That
mess.
was not gonna make him look better. You remember people who used to get away with the line. They used
They
to
used
do
to
two
cut the
lines
split
in the
into it, but
eyebrow.
this wasn't no line, dude. I messed him up. I really did.
You
He
don't cut
looked
all out
albino by the
anyway.
time I got through with him. He looked albino.
Eyebrow ain't that big. You couldn't mess
What,
them up that
I
bad.
what
Yeah,
was
messed him
all
up.
that
eyebrow
about
ain't that big.
putting cuts in the eyebrows? What was that about?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't ever do
That's
that.
that gang shit, man. Tyler said the first time I cut my hair, they roasted me on the bus. The patches they called them, little Virgin Islands. He said I can cut good now. Well, you ain't got no hair, Tyler. So I bet you can't do your hair real good, bro. You ain't got no hair.
I never tried to cut my hair
He
because
got one of them bald razors. That's what he
I
got.
knew I wasn't a barber.
I could do it though, man. But everybody had the wall clippers. Walker, you know what we talking about the hair, okay? And we trying to get our minds right, okay? Everybody, look,
Right.
say what's up to Miss Rachel Gary. What's going on, Rachel?
Hey there, hey there, hey there. How
Hey,
y'all
Chris, what's going on?
doing?
We cool. You don't have to worry
Oh,
about all the haircut stuff,
Hey, everything but nothing.
huh?
I heard about you messing up the dude hair.
No, I messed up his eyebrow.
And
One of them.
his
One
hair probably.
looked like
He said
the
one
hair
of
was
them.
cool. The hair was cool. Looked like he was
All right.
always inquisitive though. When I got through him, he was always inquisitive. It looked like he was always thinking.
Hello, gentlemen.
Man. So what's up this week with the leadership coach Rachel Gary? What's going on?
Hey, we're moving around, making things happen, having great conversations with mentees. Had an awesome show yesterday, and I'm right here right now with my favorite group of people. So hey, I'm having an awesome week.
Oh, that's okay. So you're almost done with season 1.
Season 1, we have 2 episodes to go, and we are right now. Season 2 is now closed, so we're taking any applicants now. We'll automatically go to season 3. So I have 2 people already set up for season 3. So get locked in.
Boy, it's rolling. It is rolling. See, once you tell people that hey, it's working. Everybody want to get involved, okay? Because now everybody want to see that money, okay? But it's not always about the money. Please explain that to them.
And it's really about getting the discipline and getting the structure around your life so you can be able to be more financially stable. Without the structure in your life, the finances will never come.
You're right. That's what
really the CEO mastermind is about. It's about gathering that information, that knowledge, that growth.
But it ain't bad to know that after I get all that knowledge and understanding that I can make a couple of extra dollars behind this too. That ain't bad either. I can buy peanut butter with the jelly.
I don't know about a couple. I got some people who have made about $2,500 to almost $4,000.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not making just little money over there.
I'm gonna tell you, I told them the story. Jordan came at me and was like, "Dad, I know you got money." And I told him, I said, "Well, I owe Steven $10." He said, "But I know you got money." Steve, I'm transparent with everything, bro. I'm sorry. I know you got money, but Dad, if she making them people money, don't you want some more? And I told him, I said, well, it's not that I'm, I mess with Rachel long ways, okay? But I want to see people that are trying to get to a certain level, get to her and, you know what I'm saying? And get that knowledge. I don't want to take the place of somebody who's not ready. You know what I'm saying? You're here, Rachel, to get them ready. I don't want to take that seat. I'm good right now. All right. Once season 16 comes on, I'm gonna come at you, and
I say take the seat.
D. Smith. Period.
You know what? It's really for people who are actually ready to grow.
Yeah.
Hey there. That
D-
that is D. Smith. He has a show on the CSM network that is coming, not one, but 2 shows. He's doing a show called The Blackboard and a show called about Who Hurt You. That's the show that's gonna be fire.
Hey, why don't you send him the link to tell him to come on right quick? Holler at us, man. For real.
He's on the air himself right now.
Oh, D. Smith, period. Bruh, holler at me, man. I wanna find out what your shows are about, man, so that we can support it. Most definitely. Definitely want to.
Well,
support.
I said he definitely will be having conversations and being part of a mastermind. Just be on the lookout.
Cool. Rachel, I'm still waiting for my interview. I ain't never asked anybody for an interview, but I want you to be the first one to really dig into what's up. And I want Steve to be on there with me because Steve knows what I did back in the day. I need you to do that first interview for me.
Oh.
Okay, so we say this right now. I have an opening as of Steve. When are you going to be on?
The 8th.
So he'll be there the 8th.
Beware.
He'll be on Wake Up CEO the 8th.
Okay, but that's his show.
You said you wanted him there. Okay, so how about this? We'll do it the first Wednesday in November. It's your show. 3:15 till the end. We're gonna dive deep.
Oh yeah, you got. I need you to dive deep because I'm gonna tell you anyway. I'm gonna tell everybody because somebody
November 5th.
asked me a question. Okay, November the 5th. Somebody asked me the question, and I'm like, I don't talk about it. I don't talk about it, but they said, well, you should. Shout out Katina Fields. My publicist said, Greg, what you waiting on? Okay. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it as much as I can until I get tired of hearing about me. Because that's one thing I don't like to talk about is me, So, but I got to get it done. D. Smith.
You guys heard it right here on Dope Living TV. He's going to be there November 5th.
November the 5th, okay? You can go to YouTube and you can see the first teaser from, and I'm going to tell y'all this too, from and I know this is the CEO part, but let me tell you this. So I had 3 seconds on Kanye's documentary, right? People were looking at like, well, who the hell is that little black dude? Why is he even relevant in there? They found out what it was and what I did. First music video shot in the Chicagoland area, Midwest, blew it up national. And Netflix picked up on it. And we came out and we filmed a part of it in GI. It's a little thing that's on YouTube called Me. Just Me. If you look up Me, Dope Living TV or something like that, it's on YouTube. I'll send y'all the link though. But it's just showing where I slept at. I walked around where I was at. I'm gonna send it to y'all. But anyway, back to the coach, Rachel Gagay. How could I have avoided that though, Rachel? How could I have avoided getting to that power, that level where I had a gang of money and lost it before I even got to the music video show part? How could I
get the knowledge ahead of time? That's the biggest thing. That's the foundation of the book.
So let me
that's
stop
what the
you.
foundation of the book is, because most people get money. Go ahead.
Well, I want to ask you, because is it not just fear, but is it arrogance that stops a lot of people because they don't want to hear anybody else tell them what they should already know?
I think that is a little bit of two things. One, the lack thereof of knowledge. When it just goes there, you don't know what you don't know. That's the first thing. And two, once you're slipping, you don't want anyone to know that you've slipped. Like I tell everyone right now, I'm rebuilding from, I was making multiple 6 figures in my career, but now I'm building a coaching business from ground zero. So that went from multiple 6 figures to ground zero. Was I afraid? Yes. Am I afraid now? No. And the reason the fear went away is because I just started stepping more into who I am.
So you cut off the, okay, you did your 6 figures here. So even though you still got the 6 figures, you cut that off and said, I'm not thinking about that now. I'm at ground zero. I'm starting something else. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah,
Even
because
though
I mean,
you,
because think about this. I was coaching people in a job, but how did I take those skills, those transferable skills, into helping people navigate and within their lives and grow their businesses and grow financially? It was making sure I had a clear understanding of how to do what I wanted to do, and doing those things. And okay, I get one person. All right, they made money. Okay, I got it. So I took the same tools. Okay, how do I give them a plan? The same tools I use, the same tools. I'm going to say the first company I worked for and got promoted at are the same tools I created to come up with my 20 questions. It's the same tools I asked four men at the company about what their problems were, what issues were they having, what were they looking to be better. I just switched those questions into a questionnaire. So the questions I ask are the same questions I needed to ask to grow a business, or I needed to grow a department, or I needed to help a person in that department. So it was really, I was trying to, in the beginning, trying to reinvent the wheel, because I wanted to be different than the coaches that were out here not teaching anything.
yeah,
They were just looking to take people's money.
Right.
I didn't want to be that person.
that's what's up, and that's what makes you stand out more than anybody else, because we talked about that before. Matter of fact, I had that in mind as a guy that used to be on here, man. What are you paying these people all of this money to go hear him talk, and he ain't talking about nothing? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I mean, let's keep it 100, man. I'm sitting here.
I am looking for that application for that job because I know I could get a promotion now. I am looking for that, and that's why I am looking for that application for that job, because I smell the promotion.
Bro, it's ridiculous. I sat and listened to some people that were motivational speakers. I'm even gonna call Les Brown one of them people. Okay,
Hey, I love Les Brown.
I love him, but
Les Brown, if you ever watch this show, I would like to be on a stage with you. That is my ultimate goal.
Okay, but Rachel, you get on the stage with Les
He getting
Brown.
up there in age, so I gotta hurry to get on that stage.
I'm saying, you get up there with Les Brown, he quitting that day. Okay, it's over. He gonna quit that day. I mean, he had his time. Okay, and he's not the go. Let me take Les Brown out of it. Okay, let's call Tony Robbins. Okay, dude, giving all of this stuff and getting all your money. Okay, rich. He's flying all over the world doing all of that stuff. Okay, but what exactly did you tell me that I didn't already know? I'm sitting here listening, and I'm like, okay, I knew this. Tell me something I don't know.
The thing about Les Brown, he was a motivator. You know, he was somebody that continuously motivated, and he did it by repetitiveness. In other words, confirming what you were thinking in your head. He did it that way. So,
Confirmation of your thoughts,
right.
and you were buying confirmation.
Damn that. Okay, I don't need nobody to confirm. No, damn that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm just explaining
Give me something.
In all honesty, go ahead, Mo. I want Mo finish. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mo.
I felt the same way. I ain't gonna lie. I felt the same way until one day I was sitting in a management position, you know, and a lot that was confirmed was what I learned. You know, it was required for management, and a lot of the stuff that I learned. It was just it's a confirmation. In other words, when you made a decision, you was real confident of the decision you made because it was confirmed. If it was not, you still can lean back on some of the things that you learned from that class to help you make a better decision. It wasn't always you knew everything as much as it was confirming what you did know and what you didn't know. That was a big thing.
Well, I will say this for me, and I'll get off Les Brown after this. For me, I listened to Les Brown in 2004 every day for 10 years. For 10 years, I listened to Les Brown every day because of the positive the affirmations, the positive reinforcement. I listened to Les Brown and Zig Ziglar.
Zig Ziglar, I was ready to say Zig Ziglar goes level, yeah.
10 years.
I listened to it
every single day. To this day,
I didn't read Sam Walton's book.
I read Sam Walton's book. But I would say this: I listened to them too because of this. They were motivational. It was a reinforcement, and it was positivity. Only positivity. I was feeding myself with filling my well up. I needed the positivity to get out the hole I was in.
Mm.
I was sleeping on a couch. I was at my sister-in-law's on a couch with my kids on air mattresses. I had to get out of that. How do I get away from that? I had to give myself the positive and say, okay, the people on the corner, all the stuff they're doing, I don't want to go that route.
Mm.
What can I do differently?
Making up your mind.
It's giving yourself a better train of thought because you have to.
That's what I took from it. That's what I took from that.
Coach, remember I told you after we did our 20 questions, everything, I started listening more to Les Brown and the Zig Ziglar and actually Denzel too. Because he had some. Definitely a great one. And sometimes Denzel Washington, yes.
Yeah. He got
and sometimes you just need to turn these things on because just sit and think about this. You will sit and listen to music that has no positivity to it.
Absolutely.
And guess what it's doing to you?
It's programming.
So what is wrong with me waking up? The first thing I'm doing is turning on something positive because this is how I want to start my day.
That's right.
I'm not saying none of y'all wrong. I'm not saying none of y'all wrong, but I'm saying when I listen to them, and y'all can say what y'all want about me. When I listen to them, I haven't gotten this far, not knowing what I'm doing. But when I listen to them, it's like I'm talking to myself. I don't want to talk to myself. I already know what you're telling me. Okay, I don't need the reaffirmation. Okay, because I've already done it. I've done it already. So you're not reaffirming nothing for me.
That's a good thing.
I mean, I say like for me, Greg, as I said, for me, I didn't have any in my at that point in time. I was at the lowest point in my life. When I was sleeping on that couch, I mean, I had went from having hundreds of $1,000s in cash to I'm sleeping on a couch, and my kids I'm trying to figure out where they're gonna eat. I borrowed gas money from you during this whole time. It's how I got home from work one day. The $20 I borrowed. But I would say this: I went from where I had money, I would have never been in that situation. So I needed the positive. So for me, it was that feeling the well.
I'm not saying y'all
now
wrong.
That well is full. That well is full. Now to myself, I can pull every day that life has a positive ring every single day. When I wake up every day, I am bringing the affirmation out of me every day.
You know who I listen to? I listen to the dude that used to sell incense on the block. I stopped and talked to him. Okay, incense on the corner. Stop and talk to him and ask questions about
Sir Mac.
Sir Mac, what he's doing, how he's doing what he's doing. Okay, because Sir Mac got plenty of money. Okay, believe it or not. But I asked him how he's doing what he's doing. Why is he out there like that? The perception was that he didn't have anybody he did. Okay. I asked Miss Gerald Ballard from Channel 18 cable station. I asked her questions. I asked those people. These guys, sometimes for me, and even when I go out and talk, okay, I'm not telling these guys this is what you need to do. This is how you should do. This is what I feel that you need to do. I tell them this is what I did and it didn't work. All right. How did I get and this worked for me. I'm telling you what works for me. I can't. You can extrapolate some of the information from it, and maybe that would fit you, but don't try to do it like I did it. It won't prosper you. It won't work. All right.
You know why it's kind of different, G? Because what they do is their job.
Right. Let's see. What I did was I trained that way. The way Greg is talking about. That's the way I train people. I gave them the script, but they're not going to sound like me.
Exactly.
However you feel like, as long as you're getting the message across or the job done, and this is your ABC and 1, 2, 3. That's
the means comes to the end.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you how to do the job. As long as you tell me, hey, this is where I'm going to do it. This is where it's going to sound. It actually goes back to when me and a DJ. You got DJs can out there can project, and then you got some DJs that talk real low and real sexy and get it going. You know,
And that's on purpose, Mo. That's on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they saying the
I
same
said this,
thing.
like for myself. Go ahead, Sergo.
I was just going to say they say the same thing. It's just it fits them because of the way they speak or the way their action or mannerisms are.
Okay.
I get what you're saying, bro.
Yeah.
I got you. Go ahead, Rick.
Like for me and my program, for me and my coaching program, everything is centered around that person and what journey they're on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it's lined up for their journey.
Yeah.
So when I sit down after the 20 questions and we put together a plan, then we sit down together and make sure, okay, does this work, this work? And are you okay? Does this all work for you in your 10 weeks? Are you going to be able to execute this 10-week plan? Steve was in there. Is that how it went, Steve?
Yeah, everybody's is to their self, to their personality, to their person.
And
because
that's fine.
everybody can't be the same.
And that's the way it should be done. Okay. That's the way it should. And I applaud you for breaking that mold, Rachel. Okay. That's why people are going to come to you. That's why it's going to happen greatly for you, because you're not telling them this is what you got to do, this is what you got to do, this is what you got to do. You're asking them, what do you need? Where do you want to go?
Because it's a collaboration. I mean, I will say this: there's no one size fits all. It's just not. It's not. What I talk about in hashtag poverty to six figures is all about you building your own roadmap. I tell what I did. I give a framework, and what happens next, Steve, in the book? You write your own.
Right. You lay it out. It with help, but it's all on your own. It's how the specifications that you need for your progress.
And that's why they should change that. That's why they should change the title from motivational speaker to leadership coach or leadership
and that's
speaker.
why I don't have inspiration. I told you I'm not motivational. Motivation is internal. I'll have inspirational words. I consider myself a leadership coach because I am just having a conversation to remind you who you're trying to be and help you along that path.
I appreciate that, Rachel. Shanisha Marie said, building your own roadmap. I love it. Tyler asked a question. Do you think going through the struggle was a catalyst for growth that is avoidable or mandatory to fuel the fire?
It depends on the person's personality, doesn't it?
I would say, yeah, I agree with Steve on that. It depends on the person, because sometimes the fire will burn you. Like my book, Forest and Fire, there's parts in that book where I'm feeling like I'm on fire. And to be able to get through that fire, some people don't make it through. Some people get engulfed in that fire.
Yep. End up in jail.
I think that, I mean, my life could have been totally different if I hadn't have sat there in 2004 and came up with a goddamn plan to not be the person on the corner, not be the people I saw, to be someone different. So what I did was I pulled every positive person or every positive thought that ever came my way. I went back to when my grandfather, when I was out there with Clark Burroughs, Jesse, my brain is what's his name? God daggone. Jackson. Thank you, babe. Jesse Jackson and John Strozier, when they were on the golf course, when I met Clark Burroughs and he was sitting down and he made mention, I remember those things because it let me know this, that the corner wasn't all there was.
Nope.
So I had to put that in my mind that there were Black people that were wealthy, because then that let me know that it was possible for me to make a change. And I had to feed that to myself every day until I made that change.
Not impossible, but I'm possible.
Hey, Tyler said being homeless will motivate anyone where learning a tool could never. I'm with you on that, little brother, for real.
And that's not totally true. There's people homeless right now that are Rembrandts.
But if you're homeless, you've been there, I've been there.
I've been there. Hey, we all been there.
If you're homeless, most people, I can only speak for myself. I said I can't get no lower than this. So the motivation for me is to get up.
But that's not everybody's thing though. Some people
learn that from.
Let me tell you a quick story. I know this gentleman. I won't say his name. I know this gentleman who slept in hospital rooms, homeless, for years. 4 years. He would nothing. He was an able-bodied guy, could get a job and get his life together. Did not. To this day, he has a home, but he does not have his life together. So him being homeless did not correct his thinking. He didn't get the motivation to make a change, a shift.
Yeah.
And maybe he didn't have that person in his mind that I can do it. I've seen someone else do it, so I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I tell people I want to be the change I see in the world.
it kicked him into
I want to be that
mode.
change. So when I saw coaches who were taking your money and were not giving you the goods, who were setting you up for a class for you take this class, so then you get a little bit of information, then you take a class that's $20,000, then you get the goods. They don't got the goods in the first place.
Come on.
To give them away.
I got you.
They good at selling you a dream.
Right.
Yeah, and they selling you a dream. I didn't want to be that person. So as I said, I made sure before I coached one person that I had a plan that I could coach two.
Okay, real good. We need that exercise though, okay? Every situation
Is that time already?
Is that
we
time
all
already?
differently, Shanisha Marie. Yes, that time already. Let's get that exercise in. I gotta actually go to a Zoom call at 8:00.
All right. So we're gonna get you.
And I do too. Wait, real quick. Hey, I thank you, Coach Rach, for being on here tonight. I gotta hurry up and get off. It's the boy time.
Yeah.
All right. Spend time with the baby. You gotta give him his time.
I gotta put him to bed.
Hey, you interrupted my exercise.
I'm sorry, Coach.
All right. I say this. I have the best time being here with the National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees. And I want you guys to stay focused on being the best version of you. If you are looking for coaches, make sure you research that coach first, because you want to make sure you get someone that has your best interest at heart, that wants to see you win no matter what. And until next week, right here on Dope Living TV, every Thursday, we have the opportunity to talk about CEO nuggets. I want you guys to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who?
You baby.
That's it, Mo. What you got?
Man,
next week.
I used to say this all the time when I was training people, and I said, you can ask me anything, you can't tell me nothing. They go like, what? I said, think about that for a minute. When you're telling somebody to do something, it's like a force. But if you're asking them, they have a chance to either agree or disagree, and you get to find out really the way they feel.
Love that.
Rachel? Yeah. I've been in that training situation. Those, Zig Ziglar, it used to be mandatory for us. Zig Ziglar, and I was telling them about Dave Ramsey and some other financial people earlier, but I've been in those, and I'm gonna tell you something. Les Brown, first time I saw him, actually I saw him on PBS. I saw him on PBS, and that's the first time I saw him. Went to see him live one time in Chicago, and was in Dallas. I mean, it's so many of those sales classes and some of those management classes that they picked up. And these weren't, these are 4,500 companies I was working for at the time, and they made sure that if you was out there training their people, just like you, if they were training their people, that they had a script to follow, and it wasn't the exact thing you followed. You tailored it to the way you think, the way you talk, the way you get your points across people, as long as it said the same thing. That's what you do, sis.
She does. She's good at it too. Hey man, don't forget to check out the D-Stark show. Sleeping with the boss's wife. They 6 months together. She's married 8 years. Now she's pregnant. Could it be his baby? What should Dennis do? From Dallas, okay? Tune in tonight, 9 o'clock, okay? Facebook Live and YouTube. Rachel, thank you for coming on and taking us to the weekend.
It's nasty.
All right. Have a great day, gentlemen.
Most definitely. It's Dope Living TV Live. We'll see you guys on Monday, all right? Peace.
All right. Peace.